Hey guys, it's Steven. In my car right now, just bought a USB charger for my cigarette lighter so I can charge up my vapor. But what I want to talk today about is failure and triumph. Defeat, failure, and triumph. So basically, triumph is when you actually succeed in an objective or some sort of a pursuit that you have. Now, failure um, is the catalyst that brings forth change. All right, so we all know that we're gonna triumph at times. We're gonna fail at times. Defeat is something that we should never succeed to. We should never admit defeat. Now, failure is going to come. Failure is going to come, and failure is going to be a part of your life. All right, myself, I actually just started a new job. I took a significant pay cut for possible returns that may be um, how do you say it, more lucrative than what I was doing. Also, in the past week, I've had only two anxiety attacks. Normally, I have 3 to 4 at True Green, but with this being said, I'm also starting a new job. For me, new things are not easy for me to encounter. I really like my set regimen, and by quitting True Green and going to Maverick Investments Group, it was a little bit of a shock therapy. I mean, I feel like I just jumped into a pool of ice water. It's going to take me a little while to get good at what I do. Granted, I am good at what I do because I put my heart into my work, and I also strive for excellence. So I just want to tell you out there, people that are watching, failure is something that will teach you. It's a great teacher. Okay, if you don't know the taste of failure, you will not appreciate the taste of success. Okay, more people can remember their great failures than they can their great successes. Hopefully, this will change things. Hopefully, this will uh, allow me to grow in different manners in different directions. I hope that I can. My bills are paid. Let's just say that. I'm not living the lavish life I was at True Green, making really good money. But I think about it. I mean, yes, I had two anxiety attacks. One was major. On Wednesday, it wasn't as bad. It went away after like half an hour. But on Friday, my anxiety attack lasted 4 hours. Okay, so basically, I look at like every time I have an anxiety attack. Once I come out of it, I feel like I'm stronger. I feel like I have the necessary tools to navigate those waters. It does happen, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen again. Just simple as that. But I understand that failure is a great teacher. Failure is something that will teach you how to get back up off your feet. I may be down, but I'm not out. Okay, and my uncle Wayne was telling me yesterday, and maybe even today, that food on the table is what's most important. Yeah, food, clothing, and shelter. Now I've got clothing on right now. I'm sitting in my car. My car's paid off. Um, I have a house. The rent was paid this month. There's food on the table. So yes, all these extra amenities, they're nice. They're nice. But the problem is that how am I supposed to enjoy this great money from True Green if it causes me 3 and 4 anxiety attacks a week? Now the anxiety attack I had on Friday was extreme. It was extreme. It was by far one of the worst because I tend to worry about things that were irrational. That's the problem with me, guys. Is I'm an irrational thinker. I may be a thinker, but at times I can be an irrational thinker. I don't necessarily adhere to the common protocol or the status quo of things. I am not playing with a full deck. It's just simple as that. I am not playing with a full deck. I got so many infirmities, so many iniquities, so many weaknesses. But the problem is that I'm strong in many other areas. And also, Paul said in the epistles, he rejoices in infirmities. Now, the word infirmity means a mental or physical weakness. Anxiety is not only mental; it is very, very physical. It's very physical to the point where you want to just go in your room, put the cover over your head, and just call it a day. And I'm saying, granted, I work with a boss. Yes, he is challenging. Yes, he is a man of his word. I pray that this Maverick Investments Groups on my end will be lucrative. All right, because I just passed up a $2,500 job to get paid much less. Now, granted, I did that, made that transition because I wanted to have a better quality of life. So the testing grounds are this past week and the next like 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, so I'm hoping that I can, overcome. Understand, overstand. Simple as that. I hope that I can be in a position in the next 6 months where I can sit there and tell my mother, "Hey, you don't have to worry about it right now. I've got it covered." All right, that's one of my main goals, is making sure that my mom is taken care of. I'm a family man. I love my family. So shout outs to all the people out there who are watching this video. Failure, triumph, and defeat. Yes, triumph is a beautiful thing. It tastes so wonderful. Failure is bitter. All right, failure is going to teach you, if you adhere to its lesson, if you put yourself under its tutelage. It's a good teacher. It's a really good teacher because it teaches you to appreciate the things that you have triumphed with. It teaches you to appreciate the things that you do have. Okay, I know, we as human beings, we have this misconception, this illusion, or maybe the delusion, that we have things. We really don't have things. Everything is on lease. All right, God is saying, this is what I'm going to give to you. Do your best with it. Make sure you appreciate it. But defeat is something that you should never concede to. Okay, and that's the right word, concede. Failure is only a teacher, and triumph is only a means to an end. Now, granted, we've got to think positive. We got to think big. We got to think in a metaphysical way. We got to think in a way that defines us. So if I'm constantly worrying about what other people think, I myself will get caught up in the trap of trying to please people. I'm done with that. I may be an honest guy. You want to take advantage of me, be my guest. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always going to adhere to the tenets of honesty. I'm not an open book, but you can read some of my chapters, and especially if you're watching these videos. But defeat is something that I will never concede to. Never. Because I have a long journey ahead of me. All right? And the road is full of obstacles. The road is full of people that will love you, people that will hate you, people that will try to deter you from your goals, people that will tell you that you can't do it, people that will tell you that you are wasting your time, you're living the dream when you're actually living the nightmare. What I mean by that is they think that you're a dreamer. You're a dreamer. Granted, real estate is. I've been reading this book called "If You Can't Wholesale After This, I've Got Nothing for You." Wholesaling properties can be lucrative, but because of the fact that I didn't negotiate a great rate or a great percentage, that's on my end right there. I'm willing to accept my responsibilities and the obligations to my actions, but there is potential to make good money. There is potential to make really good money. So I will take this as a test, and let's try to pass it. So, peace out to everyone.